ladies and gentlemen, all the way from Portland, Oregon. It's another edition of the El Grando Show. Welcome back, everybody. All five of you. It's another show. I told you shows are coming. It's just, life happens. I did go on vacation recently, and full disclosure, this was supposed to be I was supposed to have another person with me doing this one because, but things change. This person is hopefully still gonna be in a future show, but I wanted this one to be special because it is the holiday episode, and this is the first one that I did that I posted on YouTube was the Christmas episode. So, here we go. This is I didn't get a chance to get an episode in before Christmas. So, I just want to say right now, hopefully you and yours had a jolly fucking Christmas and you ate a lot of, very non-healthy foods. And, hopefully you didn't eat so much that you wanted to burn your clothes after. Because I came close. I'm not going to lie to y'all. And I know there's a lot of people right now who gained a whole lot of weight during the holidays. And hey, this is what you do. That's what you do. That's just, it's part of the game. Just don't cry about it. I'm sorry. I don't want to hear it. We all go through it. So, I'm just like, I'm not about to sit here and tell you, that you shouldn't post shit like that. But you have to understand, there's a million people gained about 15 pounds over the holidays. So you're not alone in that. But yeah, so here we go. I'm going to start the show how I always start the show. By pouring myself a beer. But besides that, I hope everybody's safe. I hope everybody's well. Hope everybody's turning a corner in life. Hope everybody's finding a path. And just trying to, hold on to whatever's sacred, whatever you hold true, whatever your code is. Hope you guys are staying true to that, because we all have like certain rules that we live by, don't we? Right? For some people it's a code. For some people it's just, being a cool person, being the person you want to be, So yeah, that being said, I want to just salud, cheers everybody for making it to another year. Salud. Tasty. Very delicious Kolsch on deck. And I know it's not like the Kolsch season, but there's never a bad time for a Kolsch, in my opinion. But yeah, so we're basically bringing it down to two kinds of people in the world, right? We're basically, you have a Peloton or you don't have a Peloton, and that's basically it. It's like, I'm gonna spend fucking $15,000 on a fucking Peloton. They can't be that much. But I'm just gonna Google it real quick. Oh, okay. So they're only okay. The treadmill is $2,500, and the bike is only $1,500. Okay. Oh wait, no, that's not right. Anyways, it's too much money to be buying on that shit. But that's what it's down. That's where we're at, folks. Either you own a Peloton or you don't. And people who don't own Pelotons are basically scum of the earth. And hey, it's like, fuck. I didn't know I had to own a Peloton to be fucking, you know, a wealthy person or part of the in crowd. But it's definitely, it's definitely strange times. I mean, excuse me. So elephant in the room. 2 years ago or a year ago. Well, we've been going through the pandemic for almost 2 years, basically 2 years. But last Christmas, when I did the show during Christmas, we had just gone off the second. We had just finished our second shutdown, and we had been open for maybe a couple weeks, and it's very, it's frustrating to be going through this kind of cycle again. But I think we have more information now, and as much as it sucks, I just think that, I don't like the way mainstream media spins a lot of the stuff we're hearing, and that's why we're in a big mess now. Is because, in my opinion, there's variance, yes, but it essentially does the same thing. So you can give it like a different name, but essentially, it does the same thing. And essentially, we have to do the same thing we've been doing, is trying to be safe as we can. So I don't know how many times they can spin it to just pump that fear, pump it. And I'm not afraid of I'm not afraid of that fear. I'm afraid of the fear of the fear. Is that, if that makes any sense? Because it's just, here in Oregon, we're one of the 6 states that still have a mask mandate, and I think the governor of Colorado was saying that, if you're not vaccinated by now, then you're fucking stupid, and we're not gonna put. He didn't say it exactly like that, but he said that he's not gonna implement the mask mandates back. In or out there, he's not gonna do that just because he feels like people should know better, and there is some credence to that. But it just sucks that we have to be told to take care of ourselves because, there's a lot of people who need to get told, and it's just they don't fucking, they want to listen, and it's not their fault. It's just the confusing, info that we get, which doesn't make it easy for anybody to make decisions like this. But here in Oregon, it's just it's concerning, and it just seems like the more that the more we rely on like machines, and like the more we rely on social media, it just seems like we lose more of ourselves. And it's just like, it's just love is just becoming another word. It's not like a feeling or has any kind of sentiment behind it, and I think that's where we're headed though, because there's like everybody's just online now, and but just for example, one of the things that's really irritating me, and I know this sounds kind of petty, but I went to Wendy's by my place, you know, and there was a big sign on the drive-thru that said, "Sorry for the inconvenience, but we're closing at 3 o'clock because 3 p.m. because of lack of staff." Now, me personally, I never stopped working. I never stopped working during the pandemic. I had the option, and I was like, "Nah, I want to be out there." And I can say like maybe 60% of the people that I know, were in the same boat. I'm just no good at staying home. I'll go crazy, you know. So, but it's just like I can understand not working, but I can't understand why you wouldn't want to. I mean, get it in right now. There's like a lot of people who don't have work right now, who don't have jobs, but there's jobs out there, And it's not the fact that I couldn't get a cheeseburger, but I'm just like, what is that? Where are we heading now? It's like, bring the fucking robots already. Bring the fucking robots in to make a fucking cheeseburger, because this is bullshit. I go to the closest Wendy's after that was like an hour away, or not, maybe not an hour, but it was kind of shitty out, so it's like a half hour there, half hour back. I'm just not having it. And it's the same thing happened. It's definitely more fast food restaurants that I've noticed, but at the same time, one of the biggest things that I fucking hated during the last fucking shutdown, or when we got rid of indoor dining here, was that, well, everything closed at 9. So we would shut down at 9 p.m. and then nothing would be open. So we're getting our asses kicked in the kitchen, right? We're getting our asses kicked because there's nothing open past 9. And then so we get off of work. The last thing I want to do is fucking cook. You know what I'm saying? And I'm hungry as shit because I just put in the fucking, a brutal fucking shift. And I don't want to fucking go home and cook more. I'd rather just fucking go to the drive-thru, get a fucking cheeseburger, eat my cheeseburger at home, in fucking peace. And that's one of the things that I think we can change. I realize that it's different now, but I just feel like, for me personally, that was one of the things that really, really got to me. I mean, it's such a small thing to have, like, something good to eat when you get off of work. It seems like a very small fucking request, but you have to understand, like, for somebody like me, that's going to make my day. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's going to fucking really, brighten my day, especially after getting fucking anal raped on the fucking, in the kitchen. And trust me, it gets bad. It gets bad. I'm starting to see it a little bit more now. But things are closing early, so nobody fucking, what I'm saying? Everybody's going to try and get food within a 4 hour window. Just think about that. And it's just, so yeah. But like I said, I'm not afraid, because basically it's the same shit. We're doing the same shit we did, a year ago. We're dealing with the same things. So if you haven't learned anything, I mean, what the fuck are you doing? You know what I'm saying? It's not that fear I'm afraid of. It's the fear of the fear. You know what I'm saying? It's the other side of that I'm afraid of. But here we are in December, a year later. And I think we have a better picture of what's happening. Like I said, I just think that mainstream media is just pushing it fucking. They're just like, I swear, they have no fucking original thoughts. It's just what everything's written for them, and it's just I need to say this, this, and this, and everybody's a doctor now, and everybody's just pushing that fucking misinformation or not giving anybody a fucking chance to think for themselves. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's just picking up what everybody's saying, not necessarily putting two and two together and be like, you know what? I need to figure this shit for myself. You know, I can't be, just because this worked for them doesn't mean it's gonna work for me. You know what I'm saying? Like, there's motherfuckers on the news saying, oh yeah, it would help if the CDC saying, or somebody's, big networks, you guys need to work from home. How the fuck am I gonna work from home? You know what I'm saying? And you're saying that on mainstream media? What kind of bullshit is this? You know what I'm saying? So it's definitely it's not condescending. It's just what's the word I'm like? It's confusing, and it seems like it's only catering to a certain percent of the population, where the working class are just gonna be like, fuck it, you know what I'm saying? We're just gonna fucking keep chugging because the neighborhood needs us, and that's what and that's where I'm at. That's where my head's always been. It's always been there. It's always been where I need to be out there, and if fucking it just I gotta I just fucking it's just like people. It's almost like people don't understand that people are gonna get sick no matter what. It happens. People get sick. You know what I'm saying? It's not like people are never gonna get sick again. People are gonna get sick. So people have to understand that we just need to be as fucking, we just need to be aware of this and just try to be, just try to be more sensitive, to their cases. Yeah. So relationships are fucking crazy right now. I think I mean people have been going on dates. I've been going on dates, and it's a different kind of animal right now. Especially right now in Portland, it's fucking cold as fuck. So ain't nobody, nobody going outside. Everybody's gonna try and stay inside. And just when it's cool to go inside again, here comes fucking Omicron. So it's definitely it's definitely not easy, but it's definitely like it's just from what I seen, from what I fucking gather out of all this shit. It's just like a lot of relationships ended because when the pandemic started, like, you stopped being who you were because you stopped working, or a lot of people got laid off, so they stopped being who they were. You know what I'm saying? So, like, in other words, like, your partner knew you this way, and because you're something else now, you're not the same person. But yeah, it's hard to kind of, translate, what's happening, because it's like a lot of people that I know and talk to, we all feel better about where we are as far as the pandemic goes. But at the same time, the media is not going to let us forget how scared we need to be. No matter how good you feel inside, you need to pay attention to this. You know what I'm saying? You need to pay attention to, fucking the next variant. And so yeah, I mean, I guess I don't let it dictate who I am. or what I try to be. You know what I'm saying? And I feel a lot of people are in the same boat though. They're just, you know, they're definitely feel better where they are, you know, and but they can't they can't shake the pandemic, and none of us are gonna shake it. And as long as we have that there, nobody's gonna be wanting to work for commercial businesses, especially commercial fucking fast food, because I mean, a big reason why, a big reason why, I mean, I stayed where I am is because I feel like my owner, the owner of my business, cares about us, and it goes a long way. Trust me, trust that. When you're not just a number, when you're a part of a team and you're part of something bigger than yourself, it definitely it makes you want to try a bit harder, and that's definitely, you know, what I think other businesses can do, you know. And I know it's not easy. I know it's not easy. And I may be the exception to the rule. Obsession? 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 Exception. There it is. But yeah, I mean, uh, yeah. I just would like to be able to buy a cheeseburger, you know, after 3 p.m. That's all. I mean, I don't. It's not that I don't want to go to McDonald's. I just don't want. I want something. You know what I'm saying? It's like I don't want McDonald's all the time. I know it's open all the time, and I can go there if I really wanted to. You know what I'm saying? I just don't want it. You know what I'm saying? And maybe it's fucking my fault. You know what I'm saying? Maybe I just want some. I just don't understand. You know what I'm saying? I don't understand sometimes. Like, you know, what's the issue? What's the issue? And you know, like I said, it's like sometimes it's not my business to know. Maybe I don't want to know. So, but yeah, um, yeah, just want to get that. Just want to get that out of the way because it's a year later, and Omicron is is having its way, and after Omicron, it's Decepticon, and then hopefully Optimus Prime comes and helps us out. Okay, we're gonna go. I got a big show for y'all. I got a big show. Like I said, this is kind of last minute because I was supposed to have a co-host here, but I'm kind of winging it now. But I still have stuff I want to say. Okay, so here's my new top five list. My new top five list. Here it is. So this is my top five jobs I would like to have. Um, Number five, professional gambler. Um, I would like to be a gambler one day, maybe. There's a bar here in Portland called Rialto's, and it's got an OTB like right next to it, and you can probably find some gambling stuff there. It's just I can't bet on any sports games here. You have to go to the casinos, or it's in Oregon here. It's not. I mean, gambling's legal, but it's just we can't. The apps won't accept Oregon yet, so I just it's kind of fucking weird because there's a revenue there, But it's just kind of like we're waiting. We're waiting for that to happen here. But I enjoy the point spreads. There's a couple shows that I watch, and it's cool to hear people's opinion on, point spreads and over unders and shit like that, and full swing in football. So it's cool to see where my chips lie. If I wanted to place a bet. Anyways, it's pretty cool. Number 4, ambassador to Italy. Now I just been watching way too much TV, and I'm like, to being an ambassador, to Italy, it's like, you have a government issue get out of jail free card. So I would just be like, yeah, fuck yeah, So, I wouldn't get too crazy. I would just be, I'd just be like trying to stay up a lot. I'm trying to, I'd be making a whole lot of noise late in the evening. But yeah, I've been watching way too much TV, and Italy's a fucking location anywhere you go. I mean, there's a lot of different locations in Italy you can go, and they're all fucking really good. Number 3, ice cream taster. That's a real job. Like, somebody gets paid to taste ice cream, right? I don't know how. How do you get that job? No, seriously. Right, you have to be Michelin star chef in ice cream? I don't know. Maybe you're gonna be a fat bastard and knows what the fuck they're talking about. Number 2, I want to be a judge at the Westminster Dog Show. Is that the fucking ultimatest job or what? I mean, you're gonna see all kinds of dogs, okay? And you get to pet all the dogs. And they're all probably good dogs. Except for the racist dogs. Because there's racist dogs, right? Pet all the dogs. And then give me that dog. Okay? Number 1. I know this is a long shot. But number 1 job, I want to be Keanu Reeves. Why wouldn't you want to be Keanu Reeves? I mean, seriously. Or just do what he does and be like, super mega star Matrix. Okay? Okay. All right, we're chugging right along here. Chugging right along. Okay, so all right, so this is it's gonna be a quick show. Y'all. If you haven't gotten anything from this show, I'm just gonna say it. Bring the robots. Whoever's fucking listening, bring the robots already, because this is bullshit. I want a fucking cheeseburger. Okay. I'm going to do a quick movie review and we're going to wrap it up. I watch a lot of fucking movies. It's no fucking secret. I don't do shit on my days off but watch fucking shows and TV, whatever. Doug Benson was just here in fucking Portland. I missed it because I had to work, but that motherfucker is great. Probably the only guy who watches more movies than I do. Real quick. Pig. Nick Cage. If you haven't seen it, check it out. It's fucking awesome. I can't believe how great Nick Cage is in it. It's super demanding. A lot of people didn't like it, but I mean, it makes you feel bad for, like, it makes you feel uncomfortable, and that's what it's supposed to do. I thought it was great. It's shot here in Portland. the whole movie shot here in Portland. The Broadway Bridge is a huge fucking character in the movie. I can see the Broadway Bridge from my place. It's fucking awesome. Check out Pig if you get a chance. Many Saints of Newark. What can I say? I think they left a lot on the table there. We didn't get the features card game. I loved it anyways. I mean, fucking, are you serious? Anything Sopranos, I fucking love. I'm just surprised he went this route. But yeah, what can I say? I was so fucking amped up to watch it, and it was just the fucking, you know, David Chase is a genius. I've said it from the very beginning. He's a fucking genius in his own right. I was a little scared because of fucking James's son playing his actual son, but it's just because I thought it would be too much for him. But he killed it. I thought he did great. You know what I'm saying? It was kind of a surprise, but I'm sure he's stoked about it, and I hope we get another kind of series. I mean, can we get a prequel to The Sopranos? I mean, that would be fucking awesome. I don't think it's gonna happen. If David Chase is in, I think it'll be great. I can wish, can I? Can I fucking make a wish? Mr. Nobody, fucking unbelievable. Bob Odenkirk is one of those fucking unsung heroes, and I never thought he'd be like a fucking, super fucking kick your ass type, but he fucking was awesome in Mr. Nobody, and I was so fucking blown away, saying about what he did. The card counter with Homeboy, kind of weird, kind of a throwback, but still worth watching. Right. I'm glad I watched it. It's just it gets kind of uncomfortable at times, but at the same time, good movies are supposed to do that. I did catch No Time to Die, and I thought it was good. The only thing was there was parts of it where I was just kind of like, this is bullshit. I was just like, no, this is bullshit. But that besides the point, I think it was like a group effort of we're happy to bring this movie to wrap things up and kind of that kind of deal, which is fine. But I don't know. I think the Ana de Armas part was just written in there last minute or something. I don't know. It's just kind of weird to me, that whole thing. I was just like, why is this happening right now? And we just have no time or fucking extra time to kill, and just we're just gonna put Ana de Armas in the fucking movie, and that'll be cool. So yeah, nothing else. I'm excited to catch Licorice Pizza. I'm gonna try and catch it in the theater if I have time. I know people who've seen it, and they're like, yeah, dude, it's fucking awesome, which is cool to hear. Another thing is, I want to give a big shout out to Cowboy Bebop, because I'm a fan, and it sucks that it got canceled. I mean, I thought it was great. I thought it was fucking great. One of the best animes I've ever seen, and the live action did it a lot of justice, and I thought they did a great job. And I can't believe they're not getting a second season. So, anyways, So here we go, 2022. Uh, I would like to sit here and tell you that we can only get better, but I guess we can do worse. So I just want to congratulate everybody for making it this far, and just just know that you're not alone in this motherfucker. It's there's definitely a lot of people who are are grinding just like you, just like me. You know what I'm saying? We're grinding every day, So there's no looking back now, that's for sure. So so yeah. Just want everybody to keep that in mind that there's still a lot of good people in this world. Before I go, I got some really um sad news today of the passing of John Madden. What can I say about John Madden is that I think everybody's played Madden. For me, it's personal because a huge Raider fan. I think still is the youngest head coach to ever win a championship. Um, just a great football mind, and what a fucking life, to stay around football as long as he did. And I mean, his entire life was revolved around that game, and what a blessing that is, to be in that position. And so I just want to put your cups up, put whatever you got in your hand. We'll give a quick salute to John. I couldn't imagine what it would be like for him to go to heaven, what kind of heaven awaits him. It's just like he gets to do play by play in heaven, or has a bunch of players that are just waiting for a head coach. I mean, his whole life was for the game, and I can appreciate that for what it was. I mean, seriously, it's no simple task, to it's a blessing first and foremost to play the game, but to be, you know, to thrive and to fucking to lead and to fucking comment and to fucking, to win, you know. It's another blessing entirely. Anyways, keep your head up, y'all. We're coming in 2022 hot. So, all I can say is, bring the fucking robots already, because I want a cheeseburger. But y'all be good. Y'all be safe. We'll see y'all. All right. More shows are coming, trust me. More shows are coming. I love y'all. Peace.